Thank you. Time now to go beyond the diamond and head to Pac-10 Media Day in LA. Husky fans don't want to see it and Cougars can't get enough of it. WSU fans will talk about last year's Apple Cup victory for a long time. But Paul Wolf's team is ready to make winning a more consistent outcome in '09. He realizes his team needs balance to achieve that goal.
We always want to be balanced, and I think a lot of people want to be that way. And I think we're going to do what our strength allows us to do. But for the most part, our goal is to be balanced and to help each other out. But we'll see how it unfolds for us. We may really get really strong in one suit, and if that's the way it works, then we're going to do what's best for us.
Meanwhile, Washington has moved on. A new coach and a new attitude accompany Steve Sarkisian to Montlake. Plus, UW's boosted by the return of superstar QB Jake Locker. It's the senior signal caller's attitude that's spreading Sarkisian's message.
He's been an exciting example for the rest of our young kids to look to say, hey, you know what? Maybe the beginning of my career didn't go the way I wanted it to go, but I know how I want it to end. And I think that's indicative of not just Jake, but Donald Butler, Daniel Teonesheim, EJ Savannah. Guys, these guys didn't come to University of Washington not to go to a bowl game, not to try to win a conference championship. And so I think there's a mindset that's been instilled here that it doesn't matter how long I've been here, it's what are we going to get accomplished in the short amount of time that I've left.
All right, now Oregon State came within a hair of a Pac-10 title as the Beavs overcame 2 embarrassing early season losses. OSU is notorious for struggles early in the year, and even though Mike Riley knows that 3 home games in the first month will help, he's stressing the necessity of a quick start.
I think that can be good, but it'll be more important about just how we play. I think that, we have had rough starts for the last 2 or 3 years, I think, and I think some of it has to do, obviously, with the opponents that we've played, but also with the fact that, we were finding out who we were. So I think finding that identity and getting off to a good start would be a great thing for the Beavers.
Well, the Oregon Ducks thwarted OSU's attempt at Pac-10 glory, but it's not because of the scheme. Yes, the Ducks dropped 65 on the Beavs in Corvallis last year, but new head coach and former offensive coordinator Chip Kelly says it's not because of the spread offense.
For us, it's a personnel-driven team. When I was at New Hampshire before I got to Oregon, we threw the ball all over the place. But when I got to Oregon, I was smart enough to realize that with Jonathan Stewart and Jeremiah Johnson, the offensive line we have, that we're going to be really good at rushing the football. And we finished second in the country, but it's because of the personnel we have, not as much the scheme.
All right, the Mariners have already been busy upgrading the roster, and we've asked your thoughts on who's going to help the most. One last check of the fan pulse question. You guys think that Jack Wilson has been the biggest impact? He will be the biggest impact. So thanks so much for voting, and be sure to keep your phones handy during Mariners baseball for more chances to weigh in. Well, tomorrow is the all-important trading deadline, and you don't want to miss Mariners Live starting at 4:30. We'll have all the latest with the Mariners and the rest of baseball, plus we'll get you ready for Game 2 between the Mariners and the Texas Rangers. For Brad and Bill, I'm Lacey. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you. That was fun.
Nailed it.
I was not quite ready for that fan pulse, but